Here is the screencast for piece fabric task. So let's start with our testing scenario. First test is fabric color should be selectable as well as group. So I'm selecting piece. I can select the fabric group, and I can select the color, and group is also selected. If we switch to the group mode, group 1 is also selectable, as well as the other group, as well as the separate mode. Okay. Next test, selecting one fabric should unselect another fabric color. So if I click on the group and choose another fabric, so it is selected, and if I went to the group mode, this group is also selected, as well as on separate mode. Next test. Selecting fabric color from group 2 should select group 2 and unselect group 1. So for the group number 2, I use this fabric. So if I click on this fabric and choose some color from this fabric group, group 1 is unselected, so test is okay. Selecting piece 2 should show previous selection. So if I unselect piece 1 and select piece 2, I see that selection is still on, as well as the in separate mode. Okay, so selecting next piece should show previous selection of fabric colors and groups for unselecting previous piece. So the meaning of this test is that if we click on the next piece, I will choose piece 4 instead of piece 3, because it makes fabrics unavailable. So I'm using piece number 4. So I also see that previous selection is already applied. Okay, so next test. Selecting more fabric colors for different pieces should show few selections. For this test, I should use one group and 2 different fabrics. So for this, remember that this is the selection for the group 1. For the previous piece, and if I select the another piece, I see that all another color is selected. So if we go to the group mode, we see the same group selected here, and on the separate mode I can see that both colors are selected. Test is okay. Selecting another fabric colors from the different pieces should keep the selection for the previous piece. I guess that this test is about this. So if we selecting some color from the different group, the selection should be remains the same. So if I go to the what group? Group number 3. So if I go to the third group, I'm in this, and I choose this color. 3, yes, 3, 2. Yeah, so the selection will show the 2 different groups. So here they are. Okay, test is okay. So next test, selecting another piece should keep the selection for multiple pieces. Unselect all pieces and select piece 2. Okay, so if I will unselect piece 3 and select piece 2, I see that the groups are selected also, so it means that we keep the previous selection for multiple pieces. Next test, select fabric color to 2 for piece 2. Selecting fabric colors from the one common group for multiple pieces should show all the selected fabrics, colors, and groups without double selection. Yeah, okay. So I have already selected piece 2, and if I will choose the same color from this group, I will see that these colors are not, the selection is not doubled. So the same goes for the separate mode. Okay, so next test, selecting piece from a new group should affect all the group selection. So in this test we should see the 3 groups selected. Okay, so if I go to the if I go to the group number 1 and I'll select it, yeah, we can see all 3 groups are selected, as well as all the appropriate colors for the separate mode. And the last test is that if I will unselect pieces and then select them again, the selection remains the same. So okay, so if I will switch on piece 2 and switch all the pieces, yeah, I can see all my selection. So it means that everything looks good with this task.